On 12 May 2023, the Commission sent you a request for the submission of the 5-year declaration of assets and personal interests. And on 23 May 2023, you submitted your 5-year declaration. The Commission also asked candidates to voluntarily complete and submit an ethics questionnaire, and you did so on the 24th of May. The Commission sent you 3 rounds of questions on 8 June, 21 June, and 28 June, respectively. You were asked a total number of 13 questions, including 46 subparts, and 16 of the questions included a request for further documentation. According to Article 3, Paragraph 4 of the Evaluation Rules of the Commission, a candidate may not provide information, documents, or other materials during the hearing if the Commission requested these earlier and the candidate did not provide them within the time specified, unless, of course, the candidate provides sufficient justification. Members of the Commission will now start with asking you questions, and I will start with asking questions first. We will try to keep our questions short and to the point, and we ask that your answers be short and to the point as well. The issue I would like to raise with you relates to the non-declaration of loans contracted in 2012 and 2014 and non-declaration of bank accounts in the period 2012 to 2016. I will first describe the facts and then I will ask you a number of questions. According to information available to the Commission, during the period 2012 to 2017, you contracted 3 loans. As of 2013, you were obliged to submit annual declarations to NIA. In 2012, you contracted a loan of 50,000 lei from a Moldovan bank for the period 2012 to 2015. You declared this loan in your 2013 annual declaration, but you did not declare the loan in your 2014 declaration. You paid back the loan according to a payment schedule between July 2012 and June 2015. In 2014, you contracted a loan of 30,000 lei from a Moldovan bank for the term of 2014 to 2016. You declared the loan in your 2014 annual declaration, but you did not declare the loan in your 2015 annual declaration. You paid back the loan according to a payment schedule between March 2014 and February 2016. In 2017, you declared a loan of 60,000 lei from a Moldovan bank for the term of 2017 to 2020. You declared the loan in 2017 and all subsequent annual declarations until 2020, when the loan was fully paid back. You paid back the loan according to a payment schedule between September 2017 and July 2020. In your written answers to the Commission, you confirmed the existence and purpose of the 3 loans, and you provided all relevant documents relating to the loans, including the payment schedule, and clarified the source of funds you used to pay back the loan. In response to the question why you did not declare the loans in some annual declarations, you stated, and I quote, "Asset declarations started being submitted from 2013, so there was no requirement to present an asset declaration 2012. At that time, since asset declarations were in the initial phase, special attention was not given to declaring loan contracts." End of quote. According to Article 4, Paragraph 1, literal F of Law number 1264/2002 on the declaration and control of income and property of people with positions of public dignity, judges, prosecutors, public officials and individuals with a leading function, the subject of the declaration had the obligation to declare to the National Commission for Integrity debts in the form of debts, including unpaid taxes, mortgages, guarantees issued for the benefit of third parties, loans and credits. Based on this provision, you should have declared the 2012 loan not only in your 2013 annual declaration, but also in your 2014 annual declaration. You should also have declared the 2014 loan not only in your 2014 annual declaration, but also in your 2015 annual declaration. In total, therefore, you failed to declare these loans 2 times, once in 2014 and once in 2015. Since 2017, you have consistently declared your loans. According to information available to the Commission, you and your wife held 3 active bank accounts during the period 2013-2015 that you did not declare in your annual declaration for these years. One bank account was opened in December 2010 and is still active, which you used as your salary account. One bank account was opened in December 2013 and closed in December 2020 and was used by your wife as a pension account. The third bank account was opened in April 2014 and closed in 2022 and was used exclusively for the interest payments on the loans provided by the bank. You provided to the Commission all bank statements relating to these accounts. In your response to written questions by the Commission, you explained that you did not consider the salary and pension bank accounts were to be declared, as these were not accounts where specific amounts of money were deposited and saved. In relation to the bank account used for interest payments, you stated that you do not remember the exact reason why you did not declare the account, and that it was possible that you may have forgotten without any intention. According to Article 4, Paragraph 1, literal D of Law number 1264/2002 on the declaration and control of income and property of people with positions of public dignity, judges, prosecutors, public officials, and individuals with a leading function, the subject of the declaration had the obligation to declare to the National Commission for Integrity all financial assets, such as bank accounts, investment funds, equivalent form of saving and investing, investments, bonds, etc. I will begin now by asking you some questions to establish the facts. Hopefully these can be answered with a yes or no response, and then later I will ask some questions that will seek greater detail or explanations from you. The first question is the following. You took 3 loans in the years 2012, 2014, and 2017. Is that correct?
Correct.
And in your annual declarations, you did not always declare these loans. Is that correct?
I would like to clarify something. When a credit is issued by a bank from Moldova, in this case it's about Victoria Bank and Moldova Growing Bank. At that time, the bank asks from the place of employment the certificate of salary for 1 year, a certificate proving that I'm employed there, and the bank checks this person, so it's sort of a security test. In my case, that I did not declare, I did not try to circumvent it, because the institution and the bank, they cooperate. I mean here the Ștefan cel Mare Academy and the Ministry of Interior. So in case of circumvention, they could have asked it. I believe, from my point of view, I did not circumvent from it. I did not have any ill intention.
But I just, in the introduction, I quoted the law number 1264/2002, according to which the subject of a declaration had the obligation to declare loans. You confirm that that was the obligation you had?
At that time, that was a beginning period. We started to submit declaration of assets and personal interest starting in 2013. And as it was a beginning period, when at the end of the year, for instance, this process had to be performed quickly to fill out the declaration of assets, and maybe from my point of view, maybe I did not pay attention to it, but I would like to reiterate, I have never had any ill intention, because in the following periods, I mentioned these things, because having talked to my colleagues, I learned that it was necessary to report them. That's what I have to say.
Okay. Following on in relation to the bank accounts, so in the period 2013-2015, you did not declare the bank accounts in your name on which you received your salary. Is that correct?
I would like to clarify. I never opened bank accounts personally, never. It was the institution where I was working. For instance, to start a salary card, I was providing information to the Stefan cel Mare Academy, and it was the academy who was opening the salary card and account. And with the pension, it was the same. If you check the information, I don't have any personal bank account opened by me. Yes, the institution, when transferring this money, they were obliged to transfer it to an account. So from this point of view, I did not declare them because it wasn't opened personally by me to make some financial transactions or a deposit account of sorts. So from this point of view, I did it. And in the declaration of assets, it shows up as a credit card and bank accounts. From my point of view, that was my purpose. I mean, if I were to open personally an account, I would have declared it. But in this case, the institution was responsible for this. So this is the question. It's just, I did not try to avoid it. But again, from my point of view, I have never opened a bank account, no deposit account. I did no such thing personally.
Applies also to the bank account that was used for the payment of the pension of your wife?
Correct?
Exactly. Yes. Because for the pension, it is done similarly by the bank. Or when a credit is issued, let's say the account where you make the credit payments, the bank does it, opens it. I just transfer the interest to the bank. From my point of view, well, I did not even know whether these bank accounts exist, because the salary account and the pension account are some accounts opened by the bank, not by me personally.
The bank account that was used for the payback of the loans, also you did not declare them in 2013 to 2015, but these were in relation to loans you took. Why did you not declare that bank account?
Maybe because of lack of knowledge. Maybe I was in a rush to fill out the declaration. But I reiterate, I have never had an ill intention to circumvent from declaration of assets.
Do you have anything you wish to add or clarify in relation to this issue?
If there was a mistake, a technical mistake I might have committed, the fact that I did not indicate in the asset declaration certain items, but in the following periods, in the following years, I was trying to do my best to indicate everything I had to. I would consult with my colleagues, but at the time, this was a new thing back then. And it's not like that I tried to bypass to avoid reporting is just perhaps attention was not paid to that. Due attention was not paid to that. Not enough attention was paid to that, but it doesn't mean that I try to circumvent, and because in the asset declarations, there's everything. Everything is there. My salary, my assets, the real property that I have, everything is there. And the loan that I took, the one that the bank gave me, there was no way for me to hide it away, because every month I would pay what was due, and the institution where I was hired was aware of my situation, knew about these payments. So that's what I wanted to add.
Are there any yeah, please go ahead, Vitaly. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Greetings, Mr. Guțan. I heard what you said with regards to the fact that, or with regards to why the loans were not reported as established, and same with regards to the bank accounts. There is a logic. There's a salary account, a pension account, and it was being reported as such, salary and pension. Though the law says that in addition to that, the bank accounts were also supposed to be declared. When you have a salary card, so there's going to be the salary that you report as such, and a bank account that the salary goes to. Now, my question is, now, given the provision of the law that was read out, do you believe this was an omission on your behalf? Do you think you should have declared those accounts at the end of the day or not? Well, certainly now, having also gone through that information, I should have reported them. Having also talked to my colleagues, I should have reported it. But back in that day, at the time, it just was something that was overlooked. But yet again, it was not done intentionally and not in ill faith. Thank you, I accept your answer. Then again, looking back at the law and paying closer attention, I believe I should have reported. But then again, at that time, even our colleagues at the Human Resources Department weren't certainly aware of what exactly and precisely we had to report. But now I do believe that I should have certainly reported that. It's an omission. I'd rather call it a technical, mechanical omission, but not in ill faith, not in ill faith. I was trying at that time, over the years, the loans that I took, I always tried to keep close to the schedule and to pay everything that was due in due time to the bank. The bank saw me, recorded me as a trustworthy, credible customer. And the institution that issued me those certificates so that I could take the bank loan, so that institution too trusted that I would be able to live up to that commitment and pay that loan back. Then this is my point of view.
Any other colleagues who would like to ask a question? Nona, please go ahead.
I have a factual question, if I may ask you. Do you have a special status applicable to the public servant within the Ministry of Internal Affairs? And if you did have it, since when, if you could specify that?
Statut special.
Special status, as in what specifically do you mean? At the Ministry of Internal Affairs, when I worked there, we were civil servants with special status according to the law 288 from 2016. So civil servant with special status. That's what the law provides for.
This designation since 2016?
Acest statut
was for as long as I worked at the Ministry of Internal Affairs, for as long as I worked there, and there I've worked for more than 36 years at the ministry. And that position, according to the law of 2016, according to that law, our status was civil servant with a special status civil servant, in other words.
We have no other questions for you as well, so I would like to give you an opportunity to make a brief closing statement at the end of this hearing. So please go ahead.
Having worked at the Ministry of Interior, being a special status civil servant, I followed certain principles. The principle of legality was one of those that I followed. I followed the law to the letter, the principle of accountability, and the principle of integrity. In my work of 36 years at the Ministry of Internal Affairs, there was never a criminal case opened against me. There was no any workplace investigations against me. I was never involved in any fraudulent, illegal activities. I was never involved in any such situations. I've always followed the law to the letter by embracing the value of integrity, and integrity is about ethical values and an ethical conduct. One's behavior is of importance. In my work, I tried to observe, to live by these principles, and to be a person who is dedicated, devoted to those values, and one who would pass on to the other generations of the Ministry of Internal Affairs those values too, so that they also embrace integrity and law. And those were the key principles that guided my career. And I hope that the Commission, as far as I'm concerned, will be objective and fair, because I was never a concerned party in any scandals that the Ministry of Internal Affairs was ever involved in. I was never in any of the scandals that the mass media covered, because if you follow the law, if you have integrity, then you do not end up in bad situations. So I hope your decision will reflect impartiality, objectivity, and fairness.
With that, we have come to the end of the hearing. I thank you for your submissions and answers to the questions, both in writing and today at the hearing. The Commission will now withdraw for deliberations, and we will strive at delivering a decision within a month after the date of this hearing. I thank you again for being with us today, and I hereby declare this hearing closed. Thank you very much.
Can I make another remark? May I? With this commission, I would like to say that we managed to work together very well, very efficiently. In my relationship with the commission, I tried to answer all the questions. I did not attempt to shirk away from answering the questions, and the documents for the 3 rounds that were required, I tried to do my best to submit what I had, depending on how the other institutions would respond to my requests for information. So I was doing my best to submit true information, and I did not attempt, not even once, to shirk away from any of the requests that came from the Preventing Commission. That's what I wanted to add.
Hereby, the hearing is closed. Thank you again.